She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
Welcome to another episode of Clean Your Dating Habits Up. It is your host, Arthur China T, Coach Erica, and we're here to learn how to properly date so that you do not bring any old habits into new situations. Whatever we did before got us where we are today with no results, and we picked up speed only to crash and burn. Some of those habits were things that we learned from watching other couples, listening to the wrong couples, and even sometimes watching TV shows and watching movies, listen to songs that do not display anything real. That's why a lot of us don't know how to properly get things going in our dating life, and we always end up with the same results from a different man and a different name with a different face. It's time to clean those old dating habits up, sis, and replace them with new fixtures in this new building that is ready for the general public to view. There are certain things that we must stay away from when we are dating, because not only does it make you look desperate, sis, but it also shows that you're attention starved and that you're going to possibly be a nuisance to a man who is looking for somebody to bring him peace. And of course, if he doesn't provide his own peace, then yes, he will always attract those who are not peaceful as well. You should want to be peaceful, sis. So when you start engaging in behaviors that I'm going to discuss in this video, you become non-peaceful and you start sabotaging your own happiness. Too busy worried about what somebody is doing or what they should be doing instead of what you could be doing. That is why we're here today. Let's get these old habits cleaned up. Now, this is a deep and important topic, and it's one that a lot of women are really starting to reflect on, especially in the age of modern dating, sis, where the dynamics are shifting, but the instincts and the patterns still hold weight. Let's break this down piece by piece. Why women shouldn't be the ones texting and calling first, especially in the early stages. It's not about playing games, sis. It's about observing everything. When a man is truly interested, he will make the effort. When you're the one constantly initiating contact, you're robbing yourself of a chance to see if he genuinely is invested in you or if he's just passively receiving your energy. Letting him lead with calls and texts doesn't make you passive. It makes you discerning, sis. It gives you space to watch. Does he follow up? Is he consistent? Or does he only respond when it's convenient for him? That's what his real character shows. Not in what he says, but in what he does. We've talked about actions over words multiple times. Let me give you an example. You met a dude at a party. He says he had a great time and asks for your number. The next day you wait to see if he follows up. But by the second day, you'll get antsy and you text him first like, hey, just checking in. Now you've taken the lead. He's going to reply hours later and say, hey, been busy, what's up? He didn't initiate anything. He didn't plan a date. But now that you've shown your interest first, he knows that you'll chase him. So you do not text him. You do not call them. Alternatively, you let them wonder. If he hasn't reached out to you, if he's interested, he will. If he's not, then you just dodge wasting more time and energy on this man. Let the man lead in roster dating, sis. While you're still the chooser, let the men lead while you are roster dating, because it'll show their character and their genuine interest. When you're dating with multiple options with your roster, it's going to be like having multiple interviewees for a job and you're the CEO of your life. If a man knows that you're not exclusive, he has a chance to step up. Letting him lead means he decides how seriously he's going to pursue you, sis. Is he going to secure the position or just enjoy the interview? A man who is serious and high value won't mind a little competition. He'll see it as a challenge. And a man who gets lazy or fades away when you're not chasing him, that man was never for you anyway, sis. So we don't miss what we never had. Let me give you an example. You're dating 3 men. One texts you daily, plans dates, and checks in about your day. The second one hits you up with what you're doing WYD text around like 10 o'clock at night. And the third man seems to be into you, but only when you message him first. So you stop initiating contact with him. Over time, he fades off. and that's the answer that you needed. You didn't have to ask. You just watched how when he moved and you stopped moving, he stopped pushing and he got out of there. The one who leads consistently, he's making it clear that he wants to move from the roster to exclusivity. We don't make the decision that quick, sis. We let time make the decision for us. How to stop revolving your day around waiting for one guy to text and to call. This is where the power shift happens. You don't wait on texts. You receive them when you're already living your life. You're booked and busy, sis. Whether that means building your career, spending time with friends, working out, or entertaining other men who are actually showing up. When you have options, you don't obsess, you observe. You're not stuck on one guy's inconsistent behavior because you have other guys who are texting you good morning, planning dates, and actually being present. That energy makes you radiant. You start to glow differently from when you're not locked into the scarcity mode because you're only thinking about abundance. Let me give you an example. You used to wake up, check your phone immediately looking for a good morning text from just that one man. When it didn't come, your whole vibe for the day shifted. You felt rejected and distracted. I know you can relate. Now that you have this roster, you wake up, you stretch, you journal, you hit the gym, you grab a smoothie. You don't even check your phone till after 10 o'clock. You see a text from another guy who's been consistent and you smile. The other guy you were obsessing over didn't even cross your mind. When your day is about you, one man's silence can't ruin it, sis. And I told y'all, get back time in your day. That's your day. Why men love women who keep options and don't make him a priority until he's made her one. That's how men are wired. They are wired to pursue, sis. When they sense a woman isn't immediately sold on them, they get curious and they get intentional. It's not about being cold. It's about being secure. A woman with options move with confidence, not desperation. She's not chasing because she knows she's the prize. That's why you read that book called Men Love Bitches. Yeah, they do. When you don't prioritize him until he's proven himself, it makes your attention valuable. And men are drawn to what they have to earn. If you make him a priority before he's even made you one, or if he's even qualified, he won't respect it. He'll take it for granted. Let me give you an example. You're talking to a dude who's been flirting heavy, but he hasn't made any solid plans or asked you out on any dates. He hits you up one Thursday. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? You tell him, I'm already booked, maybe next week. Now he'll realize that he's not the only one trying to get your time. Suddenly, he's going to start sending flowers, asking what your favorite restaurant is, and trying to secure a date for next Friday. Why? Because you didn't make him a priority before he proved he deserved it. Your time is premium, and he felt that. All of this is going to come into play as you learn how to manage your active roster. If you're too scared to date more than one person, then you're going to be always on the end of the stick of the woman waiting for the one man to text and call and to plan. This isn't about manipulation, sis. It's about mindset. Value yourself. Don't give wife energy to someone who's giving you when I feel like your energy. Let him lead so you can see if he's even worth following. You do not need to chase men. You do not need to overthink about their actions. And you better not be waiting by the phone, sis. When your life is full and your standards are high, the right men will meet to rise to your occasion. We've talked about this. You started where your vibration was low. This was the only men that you was attracting. As you begin to heal, you apologize to yourself and forgave yourself, you started moving up. As you started building your self-love and taking time to get invested in your own life, you moved up more. As you jumped back into your feminine energy and you started letting people take care of you instead of taking care of everybody, sis, you moved up a little more. You know, the men down here no longer have access to you. Just the men that are at your level or higher. So as you get higher, you're going to have men that are going to want to grow with you or men that are going to pull you up to their level. They cannot pull you up when you're already down here. Okay, so keep your standards high. And the right energy for you will be attracted to everything that you're presented with. All right, sis. Tune in Friday for Feminine Fridays at 7 p.m. I'll see you soon.